on. So I guess it's working. There we go. I'm back, guys. I am back. uh, I think I need to not to touch things. Okay, so we'll wait for the girls to come back in. So we have Coco and Sarah and Shirley. I can read for you guys when you come. So we'll wait for the girls to come back in. Oh, shoot, edit. Here we go. So, so it's public. Okay, so here we go. So are you there? Hello, anyone there? Coco, Shirley, Sarah? Let's see. Huh. Okay, the camera's on. Here it is. Okay, it's there. Just got to wait for people to show up. So yes, we are in subscribers mode as well. Okay, girls? So yeah, just so you're aware of that. Okay, so I don't know where you guys went. It's beyond me, but I know it's there. Somebody's here. Hey, Coco. Yeah, I got to learn to stop touching things. I think that's what my problem is. I touch something and then it screws everything up. Perfect. Okay. So we'll wait for people to show up. And in the interim, I've got Oracle deck. So this is Seasons of the Witch Oracle. I have 7 of these decks, right? Because there's 7, like the Witch's Circle, there's 7 seasons, right? So this one is Mabon. So Mabon is fall, right? And it's around the 20th of September. So this comes into effect around there. Says on the back, Mabon honors the earth and it is a celebration of balance, equality, and harmony. As the wheel of the year comes full circle, Mabon is a good time to set intentions, release tension, and set new personal goals. The cards in this oracle offer intuitive messages rather than invocations. They align with your energy, helping you to unlock your inner wisdom with the assistance of powerful spiritual forces. Okay? So I'll pull you one of these. These ones have the orange. They're orange, right? They have the orange gilding on them. They're just beautiful, right? I would think that they would have saved the orange for October, but so yeah. So well, maybe Mabon goes till how far does that go? Let me just check that. Let's see. Mabon goes from no, it's just September 20th to the 23rd. So yeah, so that's when it starts and it goes to be close to the end of October. And then we have Samhain that comes the end of October. I knew that. Okay, so let me just shuffle these up, Coco, and I'll read one for you if you want. Yes, that's why I pulled these ones, because they're September, right? They go till like mid-October, and then the Samhain ones take over. So your card I pulled for you is called Straw Bale. It's time you step out of your comfort zone, take up space, and reach new heights. So there's the picture. And I will read what it means for you, okay? So there's your picture there. And this is card 37. Okay, so here we go. You know it doesn't want to open at 37. There we go. So the key words for this card, and maybe you can see it. Let's see. So the key words are maximizing, capitalizing on unexpected talents, and confidence. It's time for you to step out of your comfort zone, take up space, and reach new heights. Your higher self chose this card because you are being invited to determine whether or not you need to dream bigger, reach higher, and expand fully into your gifts. Are your talents being utilized? Are you taking up space and allowing your light to shine? Are you reaching big enough goals or playing it safe? If you are reading this now, it's likely you have not made the best use of your talents and have been playing it safe from fear of failure or because you don't believe you are good, wise, or experienced enough. There are many people in the world who are less experienced, less educated, and have less money and far less talent, but are living big, fulfilling lives simply because they have given themselves permission to occupy as much space as possible. They don't wait for others to hand them things, they go and get them. They don't wait for others to make space for them, they find their own lanes. Don't be afraid to ask for more. Be the first in line or to call your own shots. Straw Bale encourages you to find the courage to live as big as you dare. That's kind of cool. Hi, Aquileo. Hello, Elaine. Absolutely, you guys can donate. Oh, I got to get the donation link. I lost the last stream, so the last stream froze, so I had to restart it. So let's see, paste that. There we go. And I'm going to pin it there. So the donation link is there now. Thank you, ladies. So yeah, so Coco and I were just reading some oracle cards. Hi, Shirley, you're back. Awesome. So Aquileo, thank you, my dear. Aquileo for 3. Perfect. All right, so let's close that. Go to PayPal, log in. Go ahead and ask your question. So we'll wait for Aquileo. What did I do? Jeez. Yeah, that card was awesome, right, Coco? And you can scroll back and listen to that again anytime you want, you know? So yeah. So I'm waiting for Aquilio's first question. Oh, thank you, Elaine. Elaine, super chatted. Thank you, my dear. I don't have the bell anymore. What did I do with the bell? I think because I didn't have anything for the other people. So I didn't, I let the bell go, but I should use the bell again. Thank you, Elaine. So Aquilia's first, and then Elaine, and then I believe I saw Kay ask if she could donate, and you certainly can, my dear. Okay, so alrighty. Advice to deal with situation with S at work. I met them last week to mention a list of things they could be doing better. It needed to be said. Unsure where to next. Okay. Advice to deal with situation S at work. So that's a person, I assume. Let me just do this. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, High Priestess. It's the High Priest. It's the Hierophant in this deck. Two of Cups and the Nine of Wands. Okay. You know what? You need to be firm on what you did and you need to follow up. So there's a thing about giving them a list and telling them what you expect, and then there's a follow-up. Okay. They have to be accountable. How are you going to make them accountable? I think you need to look at that. So what makes them accountable and how is that going to work for you and them? How are they going to become accountable to you and to themselves and each other? All right. I think that's really big. And you need to kind of teach them as you go. This is telling you have to be the leader here. You have to take charge and you just kind of have to teach them as you go. Try to do it with kindness and with love. Okay. So try to do it as kind as you can, but you got to get the job done, right? And sometimes pussyfooting around does not accomplish what you need to accomplish. So I'm glad you did that. Now the follow-up is the hard part. So the follow-up is making sure that what you said is being followed. Okay. And whether they like it or not, they need either check-ins or they need something. They need accountability. Okay. And this is going to ensure that it gets done the way you want it to, that they develop and they grow, and that the whole system works better long term, not just for 5 minutes when you first shoot off mouth, right? And you first say things and then it goes away. You want this to be a long-term solution. That's how you do it. Okay. So the next thing is accountability. So work on accountability plan of some kind. Okay. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter what they think, if they like it, if they don't like it, if they respect it, if they don't, it doesn't matter. You are the boss there. You're the boss in this situation, and this is what you need to do. Okay. Thank you, Elaine. That will be added to your other one. Okay. Thank you very much, my dear. You will be right after Aquileo. Okay, Elaine? Thank you, my dear. Let me just light this candle. I feel like there's some blocked energy here. I just want to get rid of it. Whatever's going on, I just feel all of a sudden just a little heavy there. So I just want to get that going. I do have birds. Okay. It's good. Yes, being kind. Yes, you want to do it in a loving way, but you don't have to be a pushover to do that. Okay. So you received a barking email today from mail receptionist. Gee, I decided not to reply, and I thought his question was very reactive. Is it best not to reply to him and let your boss reply if he wants? So it was sent to you and your boss, I assume? Okay, four swords, eight of swords, ace of swords, eight of pentacles, two of swords, and ace of cups. Okay. It's really important that you do what you feel is right here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I really think that you need to just leave this alone right now. I would not respond right now anyway. Okay. I just feel it's too full, it's too reactive, and it's unnecessary to reply to whatever this was. I don't think it'll help anybody if you reply. If your boss wants to, that's fine. But I would just leave it alone. I don't think there's a kind word that you could say that would make it better. Just let it go. Okay. Yeah. Just let it go. Maybe he's going through something. I see a lot of stress, anxiety, worry, fear. So I see a lot of fear in this. Okay. And I feel like the fear was there before anything else. So the fear is the number one thing of why he wrote what he wrote. Okay. Or maybe even just why he wrote it, period. So there's fear behind that. Okay. They don't seem to like kindness. No, they probably don't understand it very well, right? That's hilarious. I'm sorry, but I just find that amusing. So, yeah, that's crazy. Yes, they are very stressed. And I think they're like, they feel like their life is dependent on their job. And it's just so crazy, right? My son and daughter, oh, my grandson, and they're excellent. Excellent. It's my grandson and my daughter. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Elaine. For sure. So, question three, Aquileo, a new love message on your partner. What do I need to hear on that? Okay. Um, I can shove you. You have one question. I'm sure if I ask Elaine nicely, she'll let me answer your question before hers. Okay. What do you think, Elaine? Two of Cups, Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. So the first card was your Two of Cups, okay, which is your love, your romance card, okay, your love card. So we have the Wheel of the Year, the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Wands. You're meeting your person anytime now. It is this month. It is now. It is any day now. This is happening. Okay. I don't know who this person is, but you are meeting them and this is going to change your life. All right. So it is life changing and it is beautiful. You're going to have options there. You're going to feel like they fit. You're going to feel like you fit in their life. Um, I'm gonna say it's gonna go fast enough that you guys will be taking a holiday together in February. Okay? So that's what I think is going to happen. Exactly. I love that. Sure, Kate can go. Oh, you're so sweet, Elaine. See, Kate? Okay, so will AK ever think of you and reach out? Or is the relationship officially over with since it's been 15 years of no contact? I don't plan to reach out due to her job. So I'm curious if she will ever. Okay. So you've been thinking about her lately, eh? Sometimes you never know, right? Hmm. So we have the Ace of Cups, the Wheel of the Year, the Two of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Lovers, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, she will reach out. Okay. So I'm not sure when, but she will definitely be reaching out. And I believe it's this year. So I don't believe it's going to be that far away. Not 15 years, that's for sure. I do believe it's this year. And you will be happy to hear from her. So you don't have to do anything. Just wait for that to happen, Kay. And when it does, then decide what you want to do with it. All right. You don't have to do anything with it, but you will have options. Okay. That's really, really awesome. So there you go, my dear. Thank you. Okay, so Elaine, let me go back up to your first super chat. General for in-depth for now for October, November, and December. You want crystal ball. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so show me any messages for Elaine. Okay, Elaine, my dear. Okay. So for the next couple of months, okay, so the next few months, what I see for you is constantly climbing. So I do believe you're going to be climbing up. I do believe you're going to be getting things done. You're going to be climbing ahead. You're going to be doing more. Okay. So definitely feeling like you're doing more. You haven't stopped and you're going to be continually climbing. I do feel you're going to reach a plateau in about 2, 3 months and things are not going to be moving ahead or behind, not doing too much quickly, and then they'll pick up again. But for the next 3 months, they're going to slowly, whatever you're doing is a progression. And I believe it's going to be very good, and you're going to build, build, build. Okay. And with this, there's the letter V, and I believe it's victory. Okay. So whatever that is, Elaine, it's definitely victory. So you're working on yourself. So yeah, so maybe there's something there you need to really look at, like maybe your inside voice. Maybe that's where the voice comes from. Maybe your voice that you talk to yourself. Whatever it is, it's a B. Okay, so maybe it is. Maybe you need to do some more vision to see a more of a future for yourself, those kinds of things. Okay. Yes, your communication. Yes, that would make sense to me. Okay, Lane. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. A general for next year, 2026, and the cards. So you want crystal ball and cards. Okay. Crystal ball and cards. Okay. Messages for Elaine for next year. Okay. I'm going to pull you 3 cards. So we got 1, 2, Now, sometimes I just like to do it different, right? 3. Okay, so we have the 9 of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Okay. I do feel like there's something you really want to do. So there's something creative you want to do, something that you're really, really passionate about, or you think you could be, but you have some fear. You have some worry about money. You have some worry about not being good enough, not being ready. Okay. So those little bits of fear that you have, this emotional kind of stuff that you have, can really hold you back if you allow it, okay, for next year. Don't allow that to happen. Try anything and do everything, okay? So don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid. And you never know what's around the corner, okay? With the crystal ball in with that, I do feel like there is kind of a place for you to grow. I feel like there is listening to your intuition, listening to your gut, but I feel you're listening to your fear, not your gut. Okay. You might think it's your intuition telling you, to back off or whatever, but it's not. Okay. It is fear. This is telling me that you need to go back to the basics. What are your core emotions right now? Where are they stemming from? And how do you deal with them? Okay. So just label them. Take your top 3 emotions over the next few days and start working on those. Okay. One at a time. So what is a prominent emotion that keeps popping up? Is it anxiety? Is it disappointment? Is it happiness? Is it joy? Is it reflectiveness? Whatever it is, okay, write it down and start working on those right away, okay? And I believe your intuition is going to clear the way for you, all right? Okay, so your third question. How does John feel? I left him a message about love offer. He blocked you. Okay. Okay, so he blocked you. That's unusual for you and John. Let me just see what that's all about, okay? Ten of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, the shadow side, which is the devil, okay? 10 of Wands, Page of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. All right. So somebody in this relationship, you or John, are just feeling totally stressed out, totally in disbelief. I feel like it's more disbelief than anything. Okay. I feel like he didn't understand your message. I feel like he was not sure about the message. Yeah, I feel like I don't know how to even say it. It just wasn't okay for him to be where he is, right? Like for him to be, he couldn't hear you. That's what I'm trying to say. So he just couldn't hear you. Okay. So he definitely couldn't hear you. He definitely didn't understand what you were talking about or how you were feeling or any of that. Okay. Give it some time and see what happens. I don't know why he blocked you, but I know fear has a lot to do with it and this disbelief of some kind. So there's a lack of trust there for some reason. Okay. So let me just get your last question. I put this timestamp there because I thought you said you were leaving. So, okay. So let's see. How will John and your relationship be like together? If we have the same life conflicts and we've been through a lot, it felt like we were meant to be. Okay. Let's see, my dear. Oh, good. You're back, Sarah. I didn't see you come back in. I got to learn to leave things alone. I end up shutting things off or whatever by accident, right? Accidentally on purpose, right? Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, Three of Pentacles reversed, the Emperor, Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. All right. Well, okay. I think you guys, yes, you have a lot in common. You've been through a lot of things, and emotionally, you can really understand each other where you are in your life. But you don't understand each other as to how to live your life together. Okay. I don't see that understanding there. I see that the more you focus on each other, the less that you're able to focus on yourself. For some reason, you guys are not the best suited for each other. You're not suited for, you're too much alike, I think. You're too much, there's too much, like it seems to be a lot of water under the bridge. You know, there seems to be a lot of things that you've done, that he's done, where you are, that you've gone through, and no understanding of how it reflects on you as a person. Okay? So just not sure. All right? So thank you, my dear. Geez, Elaine, that one's very, very hard, but I really think that you guys are not really compatible for each other. Okay? Even though you feel like you are, I don't think you are. Okay. Really have a look at him as a person. Is this who you want to be with? Okay. So you got a feeling? Yeah. Yeah. I know, right? Sometimes I've never, like sometimes it's really hard because my ex, for instance, my ex-boyfriend, I thought for sure we were meant to be together, that we would be together forever, right? 15 years, even though it was off and on, I thought we would be together forever. We were meant to be, but we're not. So, like, we're not together. He's back with an ex before our 15 years. Like, and they're not happy. So I don't know what's going on. So I don't know. Crazy, but we're not meant to be. Yes, listen to your gut, but don't fear your gut. You know, if you're not sure if it's your gut or not, I did do a video on that, trusting your intuition, okay? Let, like, watch it and do what I say in it. I don't even know if it posted yet, but it will post in the next bit if it isn't posted yet, okay? And watch it and do what I said. Like, you can tap into your intuition in 3 minutes flat, okay? Yeah, I know Aquileo, but I feel like he was in so many ways, right? So yeah. Okay, so Aquileo and then K and Aquileo or K. Aquileo said you could ask your question first if you want. Okay, so go ahead, Kay, and then I will read for Aquileo. And thank you very much, Elaine. Thank you, everybody, for your donations. Okay. So we'll wait for Kay to post her question. Thanks, Sarah. What is going to make AK suddenly have the urge to reach out to you? Since I plan to not do a thing, kick back, since I don't want to mess with anything, especially her job. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles here, okay? Hi, Miss Cheddar. Nice to see you again. We have the Sun, the Ace of Wands, Seven of Pentacles reverse, the Moon, and the Six of Cups. Okay. So I think something's going to happen in her family. I think there's going to be some kind of either an occasion, an event, or something. Okay. It is going to remind her of happy times with you. That's what's going to provoke her to reach out. So it's not anything you do. It's just her mind, and what's going on in her life. And that is going to happen within, I'm going to say, a few weeks. And she's going to message you. It will be this year. Okay. I am sure of it. Like, well, I can never say 100% sure, but it's a very, very strong indication here that that is going to happen. Okay. Mind you, have no illusion of who she is. Okay. So don't have any illusions about who she is and what has happened in the past. Okay. You don't want to repeat the past. You want to be cautious. All right. So thank you. So there you go. Okay. Okay. So we have Aquileo, Miss Chetta, and then we have Christina. Okay, so we have Cheetah and Aquileo, you're up, my dear, and then Christina. All right, perfect. All right, I'm just pulling up PayPal again, okay, just to make sure I've got it all in order here. Yeah, Aquileo, and then we have Cheetah. All right, perfect. And then we have Christina. Okay, Kay, you will be after Christina, okay? How you see things going between your male boss, B, and you moving forward. I'm trying my best to be patient, and I'm planning to share a little more with him. Thank you, Virgo Mama. Little more with him on your vision for the team. Hope that goes well. Okay, so how I see things going. Okay. So 9 of Wands, 5 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles reversed, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. It's going to go very, very well. Okay. I believe it's going to go excellent. Yeah, I don't think that's a problem at all. I believe it will go very, very well. I believe he wants to work well with you. So I don't see that as being a big problem. Okay. I actually see it as being something very, very positive. And I do believe that this is something that he wants. Look for something big to happen, say within a month or so, where I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for you two to work very, very closely on something where he's going to have more trust in you. Don't get down by the way he talks, okay? He is not a very good he's not a good boss in the fact that he's not able to be compassionate and be able to be exhilarating and promote any kind of camaraderie. Okay. He just doesn't do it. He doesn't know how. Okay. So don't get hung up on that. Just go to the bottom line. What does he need you to do? And if you do it, he's going to be happy. And I think that's all you need from him. Okay. So thank you, my dear. All righty. So waiting for question 2 from Aquileo. So we do have a few lined up here. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Right. I'm trying to show up at the office once a week and force yourself to go in. What do I need to know about the office space? I try to show up as myself. Yes, and I think it's really good that you do that. And I think it's important that you do that. They need to see you and they need to be able to connect with you, not just through email and stuff like that. They need to actually see you. Okay. And that really, really shows a lot of your own integrity for your job. Okay. So we have the 5 of Cups, 4 of Wands, King of Cups, 3 of Cups, the High Priestess, and Death. Okay. Well, this is a real mixed bag here, the cards that I got for this. Okay. So what I see in the office space is that there's always somebody looking for a way to get ahead in an easy way. Okay. They're willing to cut their nose off to spite their face. They're willing to put other people under the block. Okay. There are some people around you that do not work with integrity. And I believe that that is just part of who they are. And it is the way that they've gotten ahead in the past, and they will continue to do that. Try to have fun when you go in. Try to be yourself. Don't take what everybody says literally. This is coming up again and again. Okay. If you do, you will be disappointed. Okay. So don't take what people say literally. Know you're doing your job. Know you're a boss, and know you have the right to expect and you have the right to deserve that they do their job properly. Okay. So don't give in to bullshit and just know that if you do your job with love and kindness and you are promoting someone's integrity and you are promoting someone's ability to move forward in the company, that's all you can do. And then they will act as they see that, that they think is the best way for them. I just know you have to be you, but don't ever forget that your back is exposed and that they will stab you in the back, especially this one person will definitely stab you in the back if they get a chance. So just make sure your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted, okay? You know what I mean? Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely, right? You know what? Whether they like you or not, I would make it a regular day, like every day, or not a regular day, is what I mean to say. Like every time you go in, you're going to do a pop in on a different day. So they never know when to expect you, right? But they know you're going to come in every week. That will also help keep them on their toes. They won't like it, but it'll help. Okay. So what's your third question, my dear? Yeah, don't make it a like every Tuesday I'm going to go in, or you know what? No, just every week make it different. Keep them guessing, right? After a while, you will see they will start performing better because they're not going to know what to expect. And when you see something wrong, say it. So when you go in and you see something wrong, follow up with it. Okay. So your next question, my dear. So we have Aquileo has one more question. Then Kay has a question. And then Chetta has a question. Christina, how many questions did you donate for, my dear? I don't know. I didn't check my email. Hi, Samantha. There's a little bit of a waiting list. Samantha, awesome. Thank you. So, you go last. Did you donate again, Elaine? I didn't get that. Let's see. Oh, yes, you did. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you so much. $6. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm waiting for, what am I waiting for? Case question. Thank you, Samantha. There, she was typing. What is going to trigger AK to remember specifically you when she had hundreds of other students? Seemed crazy that I would randomly stick out to her after 15 years, after all the students she had. You know, people leave impressions, right? People leave impressions. So something you left an impression. Oh, I'm sorry, Aqua. I thought you asked your third question. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you had asked your third. Sorry, Kay. I'll finish up with Aquileo. What do I need to know about the young man on your team, T and I? He seems to like to think he's in charge and seems stressed every time I ask something. Okay. Seven of Swords, Temperance, King of Cups, the Hanged Man, Queen of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So I think for him, your best bet, Aquileo, is just to take him at face value. Okay, he is stressed. And I don't think he thinks he's in charge. I think he thinks he's not good enough. And he's trying to prove himself. Okay. So maybe he's trying to take charge so that he can feel he's in more control. He feels very out of control. Give him something to do, give him a focus, okay? Give him maybe he can be the one that does something for the accountability for the team members, or maybe he can be somebody that answers back to you about a certain thing. Give him something to do, and I think that will improve your relationship with him, okay? He is just fearful. He's fearful, he's uncertain about himself, and he's going to be a little pushy because of that, okay? People either go one way or the other. They become nice or they become really, really loud and, obnoxious, right? So, yeah. Okay, so now we are at case. So I'll read yours now, Kate. Thank you, Aquileo. Oh, yes. So you were skin. All right. So let's see. Four Cups, the World, the Wheel of the Year, Queen of Pentacles, Justice, and the Chariot. Okay. I want you to think back, okay, to 15 years ago. What did you do that you went out of your way to either stand up for somebody or take a stand about something that was unfair? Okay. That's what this is about. Something that was unfair, either to somebody or about a situation. And you were the one that stood up. This is what she's going to remember. Okay. This is what's going to provoke that. So, whatever that was, just know that it was never forgotten. Okay. And you left an impression. Sometimes the impressions we make are so big and they don't have to be something that we did that was so grandiose, right? It can be something simple, but the what that leaves is huge. I'll give you an example of what I mean by that. My middle daughter, she has two boys, right? And they're adults now. Well, 18 and 24. So almost, they're up there. And when they were little, she came home one day and it was very, very hot. And they live in the country. Not anymore country, but it was. And they came home one day and there had been workers working on the road. Well, when they got in the house, she says, you know what, guys, it's really hot out. Let's grab some freezies for those workers. So she grabbed a box of freezies out of her freezer and a pair of scissors, and off they went. And they drove back to where that place was where the construction workers were, and cut open the freezies and handed them out. And she let the boys hand them out to these workers. The workers were so freaking happy. That made an impression on my grandchildren to this day. They are kind, generous, thoughtful young men. And I think that was part of it. So you never know. Okay. So there you go, my dear. That was a little long-winded, but I think it was worth it. Yeah, right? Okay, so next is Cheetah. Cheetah, you are up, my dear. Let's see. So go ahead and post your question, Cheetah. I know, right, Virgo Mama? So we have Cheetah, and then we have Christina, and then Kay. And then Samantha. No, then Virgo Mama, and then Samantha. Okay. It's Cheetah, like the cheese. How does Christopher currently feel about you? Yes, Elaine, you are after Samantha. You had said you were last, right? So I knew you were last. Sorry. I have it all written down here. So yeah, you were on the list. So we have the Two of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Sun. Okay. So this is very good. Okay. So I don't know what's going on between you and Christopher. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I can tell you that there are huge emotions there. Okay. There's romantic feelings. There's lots of caring. There's wanting to be around you and with you. And because of you. Okay. I feel like this relationship has the potential to score big. Okay. It could be one of the most important relationships in your life. That much I can tell you. Why is he your ex? What is going on there? He still loves you. You still love him. What is going on there? Miss Cheetah, tell me. He's your ex. I can't believe that. Not with those cards. He wasn't cheated. Okay. So how long ago was that? Maybe he's sorry. Maybe he's grown up. Maybe he's mature. Right? And men don't feel the same way about cheating that women do. Sex is sex for most men. Love and sex don't have to go together, right? Where women, we wear it. It's totally different. I still think he loves you, and I still think you love him. So whatever's going on there, maybe he's not the right person for you to be with, but just know the feelings are real. Okay. You can feel him pulling on your energy. Isn't that something, right? And I just feel him so strongly around you with love. So you don't have to be with him. Just because he loves you and you love him doesn't mean you got to be with him. But it does mean that you were worth it. Okay? That's what it means. And if that's all it ever means, that's all you need to know. All right? Thank you, Miss Cheetah. All right, Christina. Christina, you are up, my dear. And I still don't know how much you donated. I didn't check my email. Let me check. I can check. Christina. I got 3 questions. I don't see another one, Christina, but maybe I'm missing it. Are you there again, Christina? Okay, we'll move on. I don't see Christina. I don't see her donation, so maybe she didn't. So we'll move on, but if she shows up, then I'll read for her again, okay? So I'll just mark that as a question mark here. Okay, so Virgo Mama, you are up. So we have Virgo Mama for 3, we have Samantha for 3, and Elaine for 1. Okay, guys? So that's where we're at right now. Let's go up to Virgo Mama right here. Do you feel like if I take this new job, it will be a better decision than your current job? Okay, let's have a look at that, my dear. You are very welcome, Miss Cheetah. Things are not always cut and dry, right? They're just not. So we have Strength reversed, 5 of Wands, the Star reversed, 3 of Wands reversed, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so Virgo Mama, first of all, what I want to tell you is that this new job is good. Okay, it would be a good job for you. It's a really good opportunity. It's good money. It has good prosperity. It's very, very good. I do see some fear around it. I feel like you're afraid to do it. You're afraid to change. You're afraid of the change. I think you need to hop on this. I think you really need to embrace it, but you have to deal with your doubts about it. Okay. Make sure that you are embracing the change and not dreading it for some reason. Whatever you're afraid of, really, really confront that and see why. What am I afraid of? Why am I afraid of it? Is it legit? Like if I'm afraid that I might be a failure at it, I'm not gonna, that there is probably a good reason why you feel that way. That you feel that way because it's been your past experience or because you don't feel you're good enough. So what can you do about it? You learn more about how to do the job and you give yourself a good talking to, or maybe get some therapy to build up your self-esteem, right? So whatever it is that you are worried about, make sure that you are finding out what that's all about. If you're worried that you're giving up something too good to get something that's questionable, then really consider that. Other than that, I think you should take a chance. Okay. I think it would be awesome. All right, my dear. Your next question, Virgo Mama. So I'm going to try to be here every Tuesday. Okay. You used to work there. Okay. So maybe that's what's stopping you. If it's valid, consider it. If it's not valid, deal with it. Figure out why you're feeling the way you're feeling and deal with that. Okay. So what's your next question, Virgo Mama? And just to let everybody know, Virgo Mama is a member of Northstar Tarot. Yay, Virgo Mama. Okay. Question 2. I just feel like E is the one I'm wasting. Okay. I feel like E is the one I am wasting my time. I let him go, but he came back around. So you feel like he is the one. Are you wasting your time? Is that your question? Here comes 2 of Swords reversed, 7 of Swords reversed, Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles reversed, and the Queen of Cups. Follow your heart, okay? Whatever this is, Virgo Mama, you need to follow your heart. I really believe that whoever this E is, I believe that they have a lot there to offer as far as their feelings about you, that kind of thing. Okay. I do believe they have a lot to offer you. I do believe they're around you for the right reason. But I also believe that you made this choice not to be with them for a reason. You really need to consider that. What is it that is holding you back from them? I believe you don't trust them. So whether you don't trust them by the way they think, or whether you don't trust them by the way that you're worried about them holding your heart. Okay. So you don't trust them with your feeling, or you don't trust them by the way they think. Autocorrect is speaking. That's so funny. I hate autocorrect too. But yeah, that's what I think. Okay, Virgo Mama. So, like I said, if you really believe in your heart of heart that they're not right for whatever reason, don't bring them back in. Okay. You're not ready yet. And maybe it's just for now. So don't do it now. Okay. That's what I'm going to tell you. Yes, it's a new eye setter. That's not good. You're going to watch my videos. Awesome, Elaine. And you can go over to the other channel too and watch videos too. I mean, yes, it's a retirement channel, but it's about me. It's about my life. It's about things I do to make my life better. And it can help you too. And I know Coco's been over there. So yeah. Okay, Virgo Mama. What do you see upcoming for you for winter? Crystal ball, please. Absolutely, my dear. All righty. So show me what's coming up for Virgo Mama for winter. A burr. I'm not looking forward to winter. All righty. Let's have a look, my dear. Angel wings, angel wings, angel wings. I feel okay. So, not someone's going to die, but that you're going to be closer to somebody that's already passed. Okay. So, somehow or other, you're making a connection this winter to someone that's already passed. You're able to figure out that connection more deeply than you have before. Okay. So, I don't know who's passed for you that's on the other side that you were very close to, but they are around you and you will be making that connection really, really good. Um, hmm. Are you planning on going on a vacation? I do see a vacation this winter. Okay. It doesn't have to be long, but I do believe it's going to be far. So it could be a week, it could be 5 days, 3 days. I don't know, but I do believe you're taking a plane. And I do believe it's going to be very, very good. It's something that you need to do. Maybe it's going to see family, not really a vacation, whatever that is, right? Not sure. Uh, one more thing, see if I can find something in here for you, my dear. Okay. When you are looking to change something, you need to change something at home to make your home feel more stable, to make your home feel more like yours. So I don't know if you rent or if you own, but whatever this is, it is like adding a block of stability. Add something that gives you that feeling that you're going to be there for a while. Okay. So maybe buy something that you don't normally buy, or maybe you're going to paint something that that you may have to paint if you leave again. You know what I mean? So this is a significant thing you're going to do. It may not cost a lot of money, but it's significant on its placement. Okay. So it's going to make a big impression and it's in your home. And I believe you need to do that. Okay. So thank you, Virgo Mama. So Samantha, you are up. So Samantha for 3, and then Elaine is up for 1. Okay. Hi, Elaine. You own your home. Okay. What timestamp do you want, Elaine? So your ancestors surround you every day, Virgo Mama. Okay. Yeah, there's someone special. Okay. Okay. So Samantha, did Shannon badmouth you at work? All right. That's a pretty direct question, right? So let's see what we get. Did Shannon badmouth you at work? Let's move that ahead. Four Pentacles reversed. The Hermit reversed. I forget how spiritual you are. So yeah, the High Priestess, the Ace of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, that she did gossip about you. She did badmouth you. Okay. There's not a whole lot you can do. Yeah, I just don't feel there's a whole lot you can do, but trust your intuition when you're around her, when you're dealing with her, when you have to deal with her. Okay. Listen to your intuition and don't get yourself in trouble that way. Okay. Don't give her any ammunition. I guess that's what my thing is. Even though it's bullshit, don't give her ammunition. Okay. And I would not, if you want to confront her, that's fine, but you have to do it low key. I would not do it in a public way. I would do it very low key. Okay. So your next question, Samantha. Could I describe the next man you will date long term? Absolutely. King of Wands. There he is, right? King of Wands, Nine of Cups. King of Pentacles reversed. Not your regular kind of person. Seven of Cups reversed. Temperance and the Tower reversed. Okay. So this person is going to be emotionally available. I think probably your last couple of relationships, they have not been emotionally available. Okay. This one will be emotionally available. This one will not have a whole lot of financial issues. Okay. They're not perfect and they're not going to be rich, but they're not going to have financial issues. Okay. They can look after themselves. I believe this one's creative. I believe they have a lot of passion for what they do in life and they're good at it. Okay. They also are very sexual. So definitely highly sexual. And I don't know if you like that or not, but they're definitely highly sexual. Okay. I also feel that you will have to have patience because sometimes they get caught up in what they do and they may put you in the background sometimes, right? And you need to remind them, no, 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 dear, I have to come forward. You know, I come before this or I come before that, right? So it's a constant reminder because they do get caught up in what they're passionate about. But that is a lovely thing that they are so passionate about their life. Okay. So it's like a two-edged sword there, right? I do believe that they will love and love big. Okay. And it will be strong. And they've lived a life. So they haven't had it easy and they've had issues in the past. So just know that that's important. Okay. So there you go, my dear. Really, really important stuff here happening. Okay. So I don't know if you wanted me to describe him physically or if that's what you were looking for. But that's more what I get in the cards than physical appearance, right? If I'm going physical appearance, I believe they have brown or hazel eyes and lighter brown hair, not black. Okay. Samantha, does my brother have regrets on how he has treated you? Sounds good? Okay, good. Does your brother have regrets on how he's treated you? Okay, so I'm picturing your brother here, okay, in my mind's eye. So we have the Eight of Cups reversed. We have the Ace of Cups reversed. Seven of Pentacles, Four of Swords reversed, King of Pentacles reversed, and Two of Pentacles. So I'm going to say that, yes, there is regrets. Okay, there's emotional regrets there. So they do have these emotional regrets, but they still think they were justified. So for whatever reason in their mind, they think they were justified, okay, for the most part. And they think they were trying to get to the bottom of things, or they were trying to, find their way and they had no choice, kind of thing. Okay. But they know better. They're just not willing to admit that yet. But they do have some emotional regrets there. I believe that give it 2 years and they're going to want to try to bring balance back into your relationship. So I don't know what your age difference is or whatever, but I feel like this is going to be significant for you. And I believe that them wanting to repair the relationship, they will have to take a look at themselves and they will have to confront themselves in a bigger way than they have before. Okay. So that's what I think, my dear. 11 years difference. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, right? But absolutely. You are so welcome, Samantha. Okay, Elaine, you are up, my dear. Crystal ball and cards for your last question. Okay, so let me just see what your question was. Here it is. Tips on how to cope with working at agency studio. It's your first time working since you were 14 years old. You want to work on yourself for better balance. Okay. It's your first time working since you were 14 years old. You want to work on yourself for better balance. Okay. So yeah, that's important, Elaine. Congratulations on your job, by the way. That's really good news, right? If that's what you want to do. So we have Temperance, the Nine of Cups, the Chariot, Ace of Swords reversed, Queen of Wands reversed, and the High Priestess. You need to really listen to your intuition. You really need to be on top of how you feel and what you want moving forward. Okay. Not everybody is meant to work outside of the home. That's not for everybody. Okay. And I do think that this opportunity may be good for you and it may help you, but I don't think you're going to like it as much as you want to. Be open, be honest, give it a shot, but just know that if it doesn't work out for you, it's okay. That maybe it's not supposed to. Maybe you are supposed to just work from home. Maybe you are supposed to be doing those kind of contract jobs or whatever, right? So I just don't want you to get caught up in the fact that you have to fit in to a society that doesn't work for you. You work the way it makes you feel good. Okay. That's what you need to concentrate on. That's what you need to do. So I believe that your creativity and your talent will carry you. Okay. But I believe that if you listen to your intuition, you're going to know in a short time frame that it's not really what you want. Okay. And then you can make a different decision then. You can always make a different decision. You can always change your mind. Right. So, yeah. So there you go, my dear. Thank you. So just make sure you're listening to yourself, okay? What is your gut telling you? You don't have to be like everybody else, you know? I am so different than most of my family, most of my friends. I don't know anybody else like me, not in real life. I know a couple of people that read cards and stuff, but they're still not like me. I'm the only me. So I got to be okay with what I do and how I do it. And so do you. Okay. So let me check PayPal, see where we're at. And then I'm going to read for my moderators unless there's donations. Let's see here. Now, Samantha was the last one. Okay, perfect. Yeah, just write down what you're thinking. Okay. And then Elaine, and then try to figure out where's that coming from? Is that coming from fear? Is it coming because it might be real? Or is this fathomed? Is this just in my head, right? We need all colors in the world. Absolutely, Shirley. It's a great way to say that. No money for business. Right. Not bad, Virgo Mama. Doing pretty good. I am having surgery on the 12th. So right here on my middle finger here, they had removed a cyst when I had my hand surgery done, my carpal tunnel, and they removed a cyst from here. And there's a huge lump in here. So I don't know what happened, but there doesn't seem to be enough time for a huge cyst to grow in there since I had the last surgery. So whatever happened, they're going back in on the 12th on this finger and see what happens. So it's going to, of course, interfere in things a little bit, but not too bad. It's just the finger, right? Thank you for asking, Virgo Mama. Okay, so I'm all caught up there. So Coco, Sarah, I don't know if Sarah's still here. I don't think so, but maybe. So Coca, Sarah, and Shirley, go ahead and post your questions, okay? May I please ask, how do you think David and his team viewed your last response to them and the next steps in getting hired for the position? Okay, so let's see, my dear. So we have the Six of Cups, the King of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups reversed. First of all, stop stressing about it, okay? Stop worrying about it so much. That's the first thing you need to do. Let the chips fall where they may. And I think that's really important that you do that, okay? I think that you are very passionate. They see that passion. They also see your abilities, okay? So they see your abilities, they see the passion, they want you on board. So I do believe they want you on board, and I believe this is going to happen for you. All right. What I think you need to do to prepare and to make sure this happens or give yourself a better chance of this happening, get rid of the doubts that you have and start really focusing on the yes, 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 I've got this. Yes, 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 yes. I know that this is going to be a good job and I know it's going to be plentiful for me, right? So get rid of the negative thoughts and negative talk. It really, really, really brings you down. And what you focus on is what you create. So you don't want to create that negativity. Okay, Shirley? I also feel that you've got a lot of emotions bouncing around about all this. Try to figure out what are the maybe two emotions that are the important emotions about this job and deal with those one at a time. Okay. Instead of an abundance of emotions, focus down, and figure out what are the two most prominent emotions that I can work on right now to help me deal with this. Okay. So do that, my dear. Okay, Coco, baby, here we go. What is next for you this week that I'm not expecting? Okay, so, oh, geez. There. Now, that is weird, okay? Totally weird. I cut the cards, right? You can see the cards cut. This pile, this card is turning upright. All the rest are the other way. This card is upright when I cut it. It's the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man reversed. This card is upright when I cut it. None of the other cards are. They're all the way they're supposed to be. That card was upright when I cut it. Okay, Coco? This is the Fool. This card came up the way it's supposed to come up, right? So what I'm going to do is grab this as my top card, okay? So that is the King of Wands. Expect something from your partner, okay? Expect something big, something fun, something outrageous, something that you did not expect at all, but you've been waiting for. So whatever this is that you've been waiting for is going to happen in the next little bit, okay? So that thing that you think is going to make a big, big difference or a big change is happening. And it's happening in a few days, okay? So be aware and be conscious of that, all right? And allow that to happen. That is so weird that that happened. And like if I pull those two cards off and I look through, there's no other cards that are boxed. There's no other cards that are the wrong way in the whole deck. Just those two cards, and I cut them right on those two cards. Just for you, my dear. I just love tarot. Mercury and Leo lady. Donations only, my dear, for tarot readings. So yes, I only do donations now. Due to some problems that we are having with people just taking advantage of it, okay? So yes, if you want to donate, I'll wait for you. Otherwise, I'm going to end the stream, so let me know, okay? Mercury and Leo lady. Is that, are you going to donate, my dear, or not? Another day? Okay, perfect. So I am going to close the stream. I am going to say good night, everybody. I know it's only been an hour and 22 minutes here, but we were like 20 minutes on the other one. So yes, before it crashed on us. So yeah, I'm going to end it here. We will talk to you soon. I love you guys. Take care. Be safe. You want to make sure that you are, taking care of yourself. Well, hello, my dear. Lovely to see you, Mercury in Leo lady. And until next time, follow your North Star. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. See you for sure next Tuesday. And I may do a pop on in between. Okay. Love you guys. All righty.